Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There will be a throw-in. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around, absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Looks to the other side. Roberto Carlos. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Cafu. Out to the left it goes. Roberto... Header! Goal! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 18, Erling Haaland.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Maldini. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. And it's Maldini. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Neymar gets into a good position. Neymar's cross. Neuer claims it without any fuss. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. McTominay. Cafu. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now McTominay. And it's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Now McTominay. Haaland does have his name on the score sheet, of course. McTominay touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
He's having a go! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And he cuts out the supply.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. McTominay. And it's Yaya Toure. It's a really well-measured ball. Plays the return pass. Now McTominay. Back into the middle. Spread it left. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Maldini. Now McTominay, played back. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. He's had it taken off him. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Roberto Carlos. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well played. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Xavi Alonso. Played out to the right. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. McTominay. And it's O'Shea. To Maldini. Cafu. And it's McTominay. Roberto Carlos. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Distributed tidily. He is through here, and it's a terrific header. Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a header, flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. And that was very necessary. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Beckenbauer. That's a little off target. Cafu. McTominay plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Yaya Toure. Raul. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now this could be a chance. Yaya Toure! They want to be quick to recover this. Bosnia and Herzegovina are looking to go forward now. And this is Shevchenko. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Yamal. Good challenge, excellent challenge. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. McTominay can get it clear. Beckenbauer. Schneider. Tries to play it through. Yamal's cross. Big header! Oh, should have put that away.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if there were just one down as opposed to two.
Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field is number 8, Sado.
Played out towards the right wing. Cafu. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Strokes it back. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Raul. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bosnia and Herzegovina can make their change now with a break in play. Mbappe coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Ball's gone astray. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, good spread. Yamal. Can he get it through? Place it in low. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
And here's Hullet. He's in space and looking for options.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Fiore. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through. Shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he? And uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Messi. Some really good ball movement. Chance for a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Now it's Batistuta. It's run loose here. Just eases him off the ball. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fiore. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. That pass isn't the best.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Maldini. And it's Yaya Toure. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's McTominay. He is just caressing the ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass somewhat off target. Maradona. To Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through, and he's there to make the challenge. Batistuta had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Roberto Carlos, he is through here. Climbs up big. It's bounced back off the post. Great ball, Roberto Carlos! There it is! What a moment of brilliance. control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Le numéro 6.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a good ball out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Pullet is there, and he can get that clear. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Opts for safety. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Mateus, and it's Maradona. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Jeff, Chiba definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Maldini. Now Yaya Toure. McTominay. Now it's Yaya Toure. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cafu. Oh, what a climb! Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been slung wide. Cross in, looks like a good one. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Good ball, good take. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Pullet, played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Maradona. And here's Haaland. Now it's Pullet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And a chance, surely! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Changement
Pullet,
en cours.
who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Azar. And it's Maradona. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Batistuta! Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Maldini. Ernest. Here's Haaland. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Rijkaard. That's Maldini. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rijkaard. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Yaya Toure. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Maldini. Yaya Toure. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Yaya Toure. He shifted it to the flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fiore. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's a really well-measured ball. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Haaland. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's had it taken off him. Cafu to Maldini. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rijkaard. McTominay. He's looking wide. Tries to pass it through. Rummenigge providing an outlet on that flank. Roberto Carlos. And he lines up a cross. And the referee brings it to a close. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway. 2022, the year Lionel Messi reached his points of fulfilment.
The jewel in the crown, Peter.
And I wonder, Jim, watching it in Qatar, when you first got the feeling he was going to go all the way.
Well, I would say the game against Croatia, a goal and an assist against a team that had humiliated Argentina 4 years previously. And that 2022 tournament got off to the worst possible start. In a way, that made the end result even greater.
Felt like fate in a way.
Absolutely.
Hernes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar. Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. He's got away. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. It's an early cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Played into space. Oh, that's clever. And he gets rid in a hurry. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pull it. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Carlos.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Thuram clears. Van Nistelrooy. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Maldini. To O'Shea. And it's Rijkaard. Pull it. Now McTominay. Oh, good spread. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been won straight back. Roberto Carlos. To Van Nistelrooy. Spread out to the left. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread neatly. Son Heung-min. Yaya Toure. And it's McTominay. Out to the left it goes. Roberto Carlos. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Gullit dominates aerially so often. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Gullit. And he's straight offside. McTominay, and it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Haaland, Messi, Cafu gets into some space, Thuram, and that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Great defending, strong and determined. Van Nistelrooy. Hazard. Son Heung-min. That's the keeper's ball. Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now Yaya Toure. Maldini. And it's Messi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. Van Nistelrooy. That has been slung wide. Messi. Nice control. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a cute ball. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Nicely aimed pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, some tackle that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Gullit, and he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. And this is Roberto Carlos. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi, very much a man of this moment. McTominay. And it's Yaya Toure. for O'Shea. He's looking wide. And it's Yaya Toure. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yaya Toure. Nicely spread. Cafu. Now it's Messi. And it's Maldini. For Yaya Toure. Over to the left. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Haaland. Maldini. Cafu. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Messi. Number 4,
Maldini.
Gullit. Number
Shifted it to the
18,
flank. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta cross. He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Number 13,
Roberto Carlos.
Number 11, Ibrahimovic.
Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can.
Number 8, Iniesta.
And it's
Substitution.
Cruyff. Cruyff ploughing through. He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Cruyff can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. They'll have one final crack at it. Hoeneß picks it up out wide. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And here's Son Heung-min. Guti. And he's in on goal, and the shot! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Al Hilal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? Gascoigne. And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort at times. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started. Beckham! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And he's forced to go back. Played towards the other side, and it's Roberto Carlos.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cruyff. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Cruyff. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Goes looking wide. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Oh, that's nice. McTominay. He's well positioned. Goes for a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Bullet is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Costa Curta.
Boca Juniors really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. McTominay. Roberto Carlos. Played in by... Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Thiago Silva. Cruyff. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Great vision. That is a great pick out. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Haaland. For Drogba. Pinches it off him. Now this could be a chance. Good take, and is he in? So much time and space here. Terrific header! Goal! Boca Juniors! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's going right the way across. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's on it, can he get away? Chance for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
they've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cafu, and this is Roberto Carlos. Showing good feet. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. And here's Roberto Carlos. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot's on here. Gets good distance on it. That's been won straight back. Cafu. That has been slung wide. Lovely feet. Chance to be rises! Oh, the ball's come loose. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cruyff goes short. That's a throw. Looking to go deep. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Boca Juniors clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Can he latch on to this? It's a promising position. Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Maldini does well to get it back. Now it's Messi. Pressure coming in from all directions. Thiago Silva. Zanetti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Big header! Oh, it rattles the bar! Can he finish? And that has been clubbed away. And he's got his range wrong there. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's picked it up out wide, and he's had it nicked away. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or...
Shot a goal! Zanetti can get it clear. Just eases him off the ball. McTominay really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
cracking ball. It's Drogba! Oh, what has happened here? Has another go!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's found a way past, delivers the... Up he goes! Oh, it's hit the frame of the goal again! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's tried one!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Zanetti shifted it to the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And it's Cruyff. It's a searching pass. And that is... Drogba! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Decent chance! They've done it! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Jeff Chiba really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's managed to get free. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to belt it away. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Drogba. Haaland. And it's Drogba. He's picked his way through.
Boca Juniors nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Drogba. Oh, he's been caught napping. Caresses it through. Time added on 4 minutes. Thiago Silva kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. Cafu. Hernes. And he was quick to react. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Now it's De Jong. Now then, the ball's come loose. De Jong. Looking for a runner. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nicely spread. And it's De Jong. Pedri, played out to the left flank. Rafinha. Ball swung in. And that should get the job done. Ibrahimovic. Nicely shaped ball. Chips it through. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Cafu. Cruyff. Shifted it to the flank.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, what a ball! Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
He is through here. He's had it taken off him. Not the most convincing of passes. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure. Oh, good spread. Cafu. And it's Cruyff. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played, lovely. He's shifting through the gears here. He's got full. Has fallen kindly here. And he's done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
The goal scorer after 30 minutes is number 4.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Yamal, he's in a great position here. He gets big. He will be livid with himself. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. And he's gone searching crossfield. Roberto Carlos. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And here's Ibrahimovic. Spread it left. Rafinha. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Hullet. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short, and here's Cruyff. Hullet! And he's there to get it away. Yaya Toure. And it's Rijkaard. Out to the left it goes. He's in space and looking for options. Deep cross. Cleared without hesitation. Defending of the desperate variety. Distributed tidily.
1 minute added time.
It's a good run down the right. Now it's Rashford. Yamal. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Jeff, Chiba really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Hullet given the lift of his goal. McTominay. Yaya Toure. Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Played out to the right. He's got away. Rafinha puts a cross in.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Oh, that was vital. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Balde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Still just a single goal between the sides. Pass is just off target. Now it's Rashford. Oh, that is a nice touch. He might be in here. In towards the back stick. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rashford! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are back in business. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
McTominay conjures time and space where few can. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and here's Hullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, good take and a good air, shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Roberto Carlos is herring after that one. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
McTominay. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. For Yaya Toure. It's a searching pass. And he cuts out the supply. And that is as far as they're going to go. McTominay. Cruyff. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu plays it in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Overhit and out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 4, Hullet. Number 20, McTominay.
Balde.
Number 14.
I think we're just about done here.
Coming on the field.
Rafinha.
Number 18.
Looking to play him in. It's a promising position.
Raul. Number 10.
Cleared without hesitation. Searching passes played there.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Very nicely done. He is just caressing the ball. Rodri. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Has a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rashford. He's found a way through.
That's good play from him.
And he's picked out the run. It's a promising position. Good read, needed to be. McTominay gets rid without sophistication. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He shifted it to the flank. Oh, such a clever touch. He's shifting through the gears here. Now the delivery climbs up big. It's hit the upright. And it's Yaya Toure. He's tried one. Just off target.
Yaya Toure usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cafu. Can he finish? Off the post. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. It's off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Rodri, nicely spread. Your impression so far, Jim?
Jeff Chiba have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And this is Inzaghi. Looking for options for movement. Filippo Inzaghi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Loose chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Aimed in towards the centre. Now it's Toure. So, what can they make of this? Spread it left. That's very neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Delivers the ball. It's a mighty effort! He's delivered all right! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more...
He gets big! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Ecuador grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Yaya Toure. Played out to the left flank. McTominay. And this is Hullet. There's the shot! They've scored! And they're back in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, can he finish? He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a decent clearance. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Messi. Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And there's the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Jeff, Chiba clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Thuram. Rashford. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Martinez. Here's Rodri. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. McTominay. Now it's Hullet. Oh, it's come loose. McTominay being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Maldini.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him, a smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good play. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Rashford. Out towards the flank. Played in deep. That has been knocked clear. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rice. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Yaya Toure. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Toma. Chance for a shot! And another try! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He has done it! And again they hit the front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Azar. And that is out of play. Oh, they could be caught out here. Plays it across. Up he goes! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And it's Gattuso. Rashford did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. It's a good run down the right. It's a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 11. Lo reemplazará. Número 15.
Oh, what a climb! He's having a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. And this is Hazard. Tries to cross. He's done well to get that clear. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 18.
Ecuador making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Pullet with 2 goals already to his name. Turns back here, probably the best
Se
option.
van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
We are into stoppage time. Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. A real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 3.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And he gets rid in a hurry. It could be danger here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's that, the end. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. And it's hoisted clear. There's a searching pass. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Delivers the ball. Real chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Looking to play him in. He has a look up. Zanetti. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's free, he has got space. Big header! Mitoma. No goals as yet. Cafu. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Hullet. Good ball, good... And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Yamal, he's got away. McTominay did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's McTominay. Is there any support? He might not need it. Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Marcó en el minuto 28 el dorsal 9.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Kante, Vinicius Junior. Maldini. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Half an hour played now. And it's Yaya Toure. McTominay. Messi. Now McTominay. Played back in. Yaya Toure. And here's Thuram. Now McTominay. It's a promising position. Played in with purpose. In once more. And that is expertly dealt with. Chance here to counter. Tries to thread one through. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Cafu. And here's Thuram. And it's McTominay. Hoisted in. He gets big. And it's come back out to him. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
McTominay with the short one. Bullet! Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Griezmann. Now, can they get him away? Griezmann. Oh, that's Vinicius Junior! Mitoma. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Yaya Toure. And here's Thuram. Spread out to the left. And here's Thuram. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. McTominay. And here's Hullet. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Played out wide. For Yaya Toure. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Shoots! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Still just the single goal between the sides. Owen. Griezmann. That has been slung wide. Owen picks it up out wide. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thuram does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
This is the time you need that pace.
McTominay. Shifted it to the flank. Over to the left. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Yamal. Ambitious ball here. Picked out brilliantly. There's no flag.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Mitoma. McTominay. And it's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Spread it left. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lovely feed. Can he finish? And that could come back to haunt them.
Vinicius Junior absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
El dorsal 8 será sustituido por el dorsal 24. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20. Griezmann será reemplazado por el dorsal 10. Kaká.
And it's Kaká. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
He's gone for it! You've got to be quick to recover this. And he thumps it clear. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly... Great chance! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Yaya Toure. I think we're just about done here. Roberto Carlos. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Tries to play it through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. A couple of changes then in quick succession. Mbappe getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, delightful ball. He's found a way through. Roberto Carlos. And it's Yaya Toure. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Irwin. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Thuram picking up the man of the match.